First of all, your thoughts on the 3-1 win today?
Well, you take 3 points from the game, you're always pleased. It's all cliche, but a game of two halves. Look, we knew we weren't quite good enough or quite at it first half. Because for whatever reason, credit to Cheltenham, they came and put us under pressure and played really well first half. We just had to relax, make an extra pass and just gain control of the game and control of ourselves in terms of the second half. And I thought the second half performance was excellent, it really was. Those were three seriously good goals. And we've got that in terms of, we've got that quality in an attacking sense. The only disappointment from me today is that when it's not going your way, you've got to keep it at 0-0. You really have. So at half time, I wanted them to come in at 0-0. I've just said to them now, in the future, stay in the game. Do everything you can to stay in the game. And the goal we gave against was a soft goal, to be honest with you. So, look, we need to improve in certain areas, but I can't fault them. That's 3 games on the run. They've given me absolutely everything, which they do day in, day out, week in, week out. And we're pleased with the 3 points.
You mentioned that second half, you started like a house on fire. What was it you said to them at half time, really?
I'll be honest with you, people say you must have got into them at half time. They knew it, they knew it themselves. Sometimes you've got to be the coolest and calmest man in this stadium, despite all your emotions at going in at 1-0 and probably not playing to your potential. So we just gave them a bit of structure, gave them a bit of focus, and just asked them to play in a few more sprints second half. A bit more intent to get to the ball and to press and to play higher up the pitch and play on the front foot, and they got the rewards for it. Look, Cheltenham caused us some problems today. They really did. They're in a league position which probably is a bit false at the moment. They've had a new manager come in and he's obviously worked well with them for the first couple of weeks, and they'll pick up points this season. They've got some good players, I've got no doubt about that, but second half, that was people talk about our performance at Mansfield last week, the character to come not back from, but to produce that second half performance, going in at 1-0 on a wet day when you're wet through and you might not feel your energy levels are quite where they should be. That was a proper performance.
Another good finish from Pierce Sweeney. You can't stop scoring at the moment.
Yeah, well, he was our second leading goal scorer last season. Look, I don't want him to be our second leading goal scorer, but I'll take it every day of the week. And look, Pierce is a player who's got the quality we're talking about. He's a right back and a good defender. He's still learning his position. He's still learning the game. He's younger than people realise. But that was a seriously good goal. It really was. But that's part of his game in terms of the fullback was high up the pitch. Cross came out to him, a clearance came out to him. He's in the right place to hammer it home. But he's got the quality we need our attacking players or our players to get on the ball high up the pitch, because we've got enough quality to hurt teams. We really have. That's the one little niggle, the goal against today.
And Jaden pops up to score. Good build-up play from Hiram. He's so dangerous in those inside channels, isn't he? Yeah,
he is. And people are saying I just changed his position slightly in the second half. He wasn't having the impact we wanted first half. And look, every game is going to be different. It's a learning curve time and time again for my players, for myself. We're still learning about this team. We're still learning about each other. We've had a decent enough start, but people get carried away in terms of how new this team is and how new the group is. But we're keeping our feet firmly on the ground, and I keep wanting more from Hiram and getting involved and scoring goals and creating goals, and he's done that recently, to his credit. I still want him to stay on the pitch for 95 minutes, because I know his fitness levels and his fitness in terms of his brain, the way his brain works in the last 5 or 10 minutes just goes a little bit, but I can't fault him.
Good goal from Jonathan Fort. How good is it to have him back and firing?
It's great. And he's been frustrated the last couple of weeks because he's been fit for 2 weeks now. We couldn't rush him back on the back of a hamstring injury. There's a reason why I signed Jono, and you all saw that today. He's a stretch player, he's pacey, he's physical as well with it. He's a runner. He looks to affect the opposition back four. And look, I think it was a block which ran into him in terms of the goal, and he finished it really well. So he was scoring goals before he got injured, and he scored goals straight back in. Look, I'm going to have selection headaches over the next couple of weeks, but I've got a good squad of players. I keep saying that. I said it after the Lincoln game when everyone's down in the dumps. This group of players is a good group of players, and I'm enjoying working with them. I still ask for more from the group, but we've got personnel who can change the game from the bench as well.
And there was the 1,000th goal under trust ownership, a big achievement for the club, and you held that number yourself in your playing days as well.
Yeah, with a few goals. Yeah, look, it's important. I just want the club to be in the right place, financially, trust-wise, board-wise, fans-wise, stadium-wise. We've all got to be on the same page, and at the moment it feels like we're going in the right direction. I think everyone can see we're working as hard as we possibly can, and as supporters and as people who own the club or run the club, that's what you've got to expect. It really is. That's got to be the start of anything good in terms of the journey. Is your work rate and your attitude to your work. And the lads showed that today. Look, full credit to the supporters on a miserable day. Jesus wept. It feels like last year when every Saturday afternoon at the park it was raining non-stop. So look, hopefully the pitch stood up to it. more develops, I say it every week about the stand, but it gives you a little bit of buzz when you know what it's come from in terms of the war we've had for the last 18 months. So every week we come and we try and put on a performance which reflects the passion shown in the terraces.